Hey guys, AGYT Abbott here, and welcome to my predictions for the Oscars. Now, granted, we are still like two weeks out from the Oscars, a little bit over that. But I wanted to get some predictions out there before the actor awards happen, and then 2 weeks from now, a couple days or maybe the day before the actual Oscars come out, I'm gonna do another predictions video. I'll have more knowledge by then. I'll have seen more of the nominees because I've not seen every single nominee. I'm working on that. So I'm gonna start off with, some categories that I haven't seen every single nominee for. I'm just gonna like judge my prediction off of what I've heard might win. So, if I pick something that you want to win and you're like, fuck you for not picking that, like, I probably haven't seen it. Or maybe I have and you're pissed off at me anyway. This should go well. There might be spoilers for some of the movies. I don't know how spoilery I'll get, but I'm just excited to get into this. Let's take a look at our first category. Best Animated Feature Film. We're looking at this first. Our nominees are Arco, Elio, K-Pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelie or The Character of Rain, and Zootopia 2, or as they say in the UK, Zootropolis 2. I've only seen the K-Pop Demon Hunters, Elio, and Zootopia 2. Arco recently came out on digital, so I'll definitely check that out. And Little Amelie, I'll definitely check that out as well. Now, this isn't my, wants. This is my predictions. I would not... personally, I would have Zootopia 2 win. But do I think it is? No. I think K-Pop Demon Hunters has been cleaning up this awards season, and I think it's going to continue at the Oscars. I feel like they absolutely have the momentum. They have the hype behind it. The fans are crazy about this movie, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm not really going to complain. So, I know K-Pop Demon Hunters has its fans. It has its, people that think it's overrated. I like it. I really do like it. I'm not, super crazy over it, but I also, I think what they did is pretty commendable with this movie. So, I'm gonna predict K-Pop Demon Hunters to take home the Oscar for Best Animated Feature Film. Next, we have Best Animated Short Film. Now, I have seen Forever Green and Retirement Plan. I am going to get to Butterfly and The Girl Who Cried Pearls. Those are both on YouTube. Next up, we've got the Best Animated Short Film category. Now, I've seen two of these. I've seen Forever Green, and I've seen Retirement Plan. Those are both on YouTube. Out of the two that I've seen, Forever Green and Retirement Plan, I've seen on Oscar Expert, the app, made by Oscar Expert and Brother Bro. Butterfly is the one leading right now, in terms of probability to win. But I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna say Retirement Plan pulls an upset or something. I don't know. They were both very enjoyable, the ones that I've seen. Forever Green would be my pick out of the ones that I've seen right now, but I just don't know if it's going to be the one that the Academy goes for, because it kind of plays it a little bit safe with its story. It's just kind of like it just seems like a movie that they would go for, which is why I think they're going to go in the opposite direction, and they're going to go for something like Retirement Plan that has a really poignant message to it. So, that's my prediction. I really don't know what else to say. Now we've got the Best Short Film Live Action category. I've only seen Jane Austen's period drama. The nominees are Butcher Stain, A Friend of Dorothy, Jane Austen's period drama, The Singers, and Two People Exchanging Saliva. That last one is on YouTube, which I have saved to watch later. I'll definitely watch that. The Singers, A Friend of Dorothy, Butcher Stain, I'll try and find them for sure. Just because I've only seen Jane Austen's period drama, I guess I'll predict it. I don't really know. I don't know. That would be my pick. I'm gonna say they go The Singers. How about that? I don't know. Wild card pick for me. I have no clue. So, you guys that are more, educated on the short films will have to let me know how accurate I got that prediction there. If they're gonna go for that or not. Is that something they're gonna go for? I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. Best Documentary Short Film. I have not seen any of these yet. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say it will probably be All the Empty Rooms. I've heard stuff about that movie, that, sound really devastating, really brutal. A lot of these nominees for these short films and the documentaries in particular are some heavy stuff. And the concept that I heard for all the empty rooms, it just seems like what the Academy is gonna go for, and that's not like I'm not saying that as a bad thing. Like from what I've heard, it does sound like really tragic, and it is a story worth telling, and it's moving. So if it wins, then great. That's another notch on my predictions list. But if not, no hard feelings. I haven't seen any of them yet, but I'll let you guys know once I have. Best Documentary Feature Film. I have not seen any of these as well, but I'm gonna go ahead and say The Perfect Neighbor probably gets this one. I just heard the most buzz about that. That one's on Netflix, so I'll definitely be able to check that out whenever I get the time. And yeah, the other nominees, like Mr. Nobody Against Putin, I've seen that on VOD. I'm not sure where the other ones are, but I'll definitely try to seek them out if I'm able to. So yeah, I predict The Perfect Neighbor just simply based off the buzz that I've heard for it. It's got the most traction. Here we go, Best International Feature Film. I do plan on watching all of these. I have The Voice of Hinder Job ready to watch on my computer right now. I'll definitely check it out. Maybe tomorrow. It depends. Surat and It Was Just an Accident. Definitely going to get to those two sometime this week. I've only seen The Secret Agent and Sentimental Value. My personal pick, if you've seen my Best Picture ranking, would be Sentimental Value. But I just feel like Brazil is just really gunning for The Secret Agent to win this one. And rightfully so. They won last year with I'm Still Here. They're on a roll with these movies, getting represented at the Oscars. And I'm all for Brazil getting represented here. Even though The Secret Agent was my least favorite of the Best Picture nominees, I by no means say it's a bad movie. It's got a lot of commendable aspects to it. Wagner Moore is amazing. The casting is great. The score is great. It didn't keep my attention as much as I would have wanted it to. The pacing, the runtime of it kind of dragged on for me personally. But if it does win, I'm not going to be mad about it. I'm not going to be upset because Brazil is going to have a win. So that's always great for them. So I'm going to predict The Secret Agent takes home Best International Feature Film. Shout out to Brazil. Best Music, Original Song. Alright. Look, Diane Warren, it's not your year. Alright, once again. Dear Me, I listened to it. Honestly, Kesha's song for Victorious was better. Then we got Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters, I Lied to You from Sinners, Sweet Dreams of Joy from Viva Verde, and Train Dreams from Train Dreams. My personal pick would be I Lied to You from Sinners because that is my favorite scene out of 2025 cinema, and a lot of people's favorite scenes, I would imagine. It is the scene synonymous with that movie. You think of Sinners, you think of that scene. I mean, there's no way you don't. And I'm not against Golden winning, because Golden is absolutely going to take the Oscar on this, unless they get absolutely, for some reason, so fucking sentimental about Diane Warren this time, where they're like, she made a whole documentary about how she deserves an Oscar, and how she's relentless to get that Oscar. Maybe we'll give it to her this year. Please don't. I will cry. Give it to Golden. Fuck it. I'll be happy for the K-Pop Demon Hunter fans. Golden is a bop. I do enjoy Golden. But just in terms of the use of it in the movie, and the impact that it has, I would pick I Lied to You. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Golden to win Best Original Song. Best Original Score now. I'm a bit salty about a certain ping pong, crime drama movie that was left out of this category because the score is fucking amazing. You have Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. And honestly, while I really do like every nominee here, Frankenstein I would have taken out for Marty Supreme, if I'm honest, but Hamnet, very soft, very devastating music in that movie. Begonia, chaotic as fuck. I would not have been mad if that was the front runner here. One Battle After Another, Johnny Greenwood does a good job, but come on, I mean, Ludwig Göransson is killing it. He is on fire. The Oppenheimer soundtrack is one of the best fucking soundtracks in 2020s, for movies. And now he put out another banger with the Sinners soundtrack. So, I'm not even gonna joke around here. I think if there is like a complete fucking upset where Sinners doesn't fucking win anything, it is at least, if it gets one, it's getting original score. So, I said my piece on that, and that would be my personal pick as well. Would Begonia be an awesome win? Absolutely. I'm not going to be devastated if that happens, as long as Sinners gets some other stuff. But if Sinners doesn't win anything else, and it just wins score, you know, I'll at least have something to be happy about, because I love what Ludwig does. So, that's my pick. Best sound. I'm gonna be honest. We've got F1, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Surratt. I haven't seen Surratt yet, so I can't really comment on that. Vroom Vroom, horror movie. Ford v Ferrari was the winner of Best Sound back in the 2020 ceremony, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. And I'm just gonna say, F1 has this. Like, the sound mixing for F1, the sound is incredible in F1. The sound work, the way they are balancing the driver talking with the other drivers and you know, everyone else in their ear, with the roaring engines of the Formula 1 cars, the chaos that happens during crashes. I would say that F1 would probably be my pick, and I think it is going to be the one that takes it. Best makeup and hairstyling, we have Frankenstein, Kokuho, Sinners, The Smashing Machine, and The Ugly Stepsister. Now, I haven't seen Kokuho, can't speak on that movie. When The Ugly Stepsister got nominated in this category, I fucking lost it. I was so thrilled that one of my favorite horror films of the year, a very underrated one, like The Ugly Stepsister, was given such a recognition. The fact that Academy Award voters sat through that movie, endured the grossness of it, just makes me really happy. It makes me giggle a little bit, you know, imagining the reactions to the shit that happens in that movie. Look, you have the prosthetics that they do on the vampires and Sinners. Of course, you have Remick, you know, getting hit with the guitar and all the prosthetics of that. You know, the Smashing Machine completely transforming The Rock into Mark Kerr. Impressive work there for sure. And then you have the Ugly Stepsister, which is fully transforming this character that wants to be, you know, the best version of herself that she can be, and makes horrible, well, you know, it's not all her choices, but she just gets dragged into these horrible situations where they're messing with her face, they're doing so many different surgeries, you know, fixing her nose, fixing her teeth, fixing her entire facial complexion, and you look at her at the beginning of the movie, and you look at her after this transformation, and you're like, holy shit, that was an incredible piece of makeup. That they did throughout that movie, and even the hairstyling with her and other people in those certain scenes. But Frankenstein, come on, Frankenstein has to take this for Jacob Elordi's incredible creature makeup. The man sat in the chair for 11 fucking hours getting this shit done. It better get some recognition. All right, so that's where I stand on it. My personal pick would be Frankenstein. Close second would be The Ugly Stepsister. I don't think it's gonna win. I think it is going to go to Frankenstein. Best costume design, we have Avatar, Fire and Ash, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, and Sinners. Avatar, Fire and Ash, you can fuck off out of this category. Thank you so much. Frankenstein is an incredible piece of work with the costuming. Everything Mia Goth wears in that movie is stunning. You have the wedding sequence that, you know, it's just a couple, you know, shots where you have the entire room filled with these people dressed in these glorious gowns and suits and everything. But it's impeccable work. And, you know, even some of the outfits that, you know, Oscar Isaac and, of course, Jacob Elordi's iconic look in that movie, it's just really impressive work. So that would be my personal pick. And in Sinners, of course, you had a lot of the costuming for the ancestors and the I Lied to You scene. Of course, the differentiating costumes between Smoke and Stack. But, yeah, I think Frankenstein's going to take this one for that wedding scene alone, and I'm not going to complain about that. I think it gets the Oscar. Best production design. Our nominees are Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. Now, Hamnet, of course, has the big, great play that they do at the end, their house, and Marty Supreme has, you know, like, Endo versus Marty, that final battle, that stage that they're on. You have Sinners making that entire juke joint, You know, making the town feel lived in. It's really well done in that aspect. You have Sensei's apartment in one battle after another, and of course the Christmas Adventurer Club place, that was really entertaining, filled with a lot of detail. But I mean, Frankenstein, like, right? Frankenstein, it just has so much going for it, where it has the boat, of course, was a pretty interesting bit of production design. You have the lab, of course, that is incredibly impressive. You have his actual little area where he, you know, at the beginning of the movie when he comes back from doing the presentation, all the different books that he's been studying in and the different experiments that he has set up across the room. That was interesting stuff. I think Frankenstein takes it, to be honest. Best visual effects. This one's going to be a quick one. We have Avatar Fire and Ash, F1, Jurassic World Rebirth, The Lost Bus, and Sinners. Now, I have not seen The Lost Bus yet. I'm going to. It's Avatar, okay? Avatar Fire and Ash. They take this shit. Every year they're fucking nominated, even though I can't stand the way that they make these movies the same fucking way over and over again. Fuck it, it's incredibly impressive, the work that's on display in Avatar Fire and Ash. Even me, the biggest hypocrite of that movie, I'm still gonna say that it's impressive. Fuck it, it gets the Oscar. Best cinematography, we've got Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Train Dreams. Now, Train Dreams is visually stunning. Every single shot of Train Dreams looks like a fucking painting. The shot, you know, when they rig the camera to the tree and it falls. Impeccable. Sinners. Even though people complain that it is kind of dark in certain scenes, there are a lot of really iconic frames of Sinners that I fucking love. Whether it's Michael B. Jordan firing off a machine gun, Remick coming in like, Sammy! The I Lied to You sequence, of course. You know, Smoke and Stack looking at the sunrise. It's just so fucking good. It's so well done. If I had my personal pick, I would just barely by a hair say Sinners. Just because there are just so many shots that I think of in that movie where I'm like, I just want to like sit here and just take this in. But I do think, and it is very well deserved, I think they're going to give the Oscar to Train Dreams. I could be wrong. They could make it a one battle love fest and give it to One Battle After Another, which I'm not going to be opposed to. Like I said, I pointed out my love, you know, my love for the cinematography. But Train Dreams, it just has that quality of a movie that would win best cinematography. It just gives me off that vibe of like a 1917, where every frame of that movie really does look like a work of art. Best film editing, we've got F1, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. I'm gonna say F1. I'm gonna say F1 gets it, guys. I think the editing in F1 is so sleek for, you know, I know, for a vroom car movie, it's gonna get editing fucking fabulous, right? I know it's the Oscar villain, I don't give a fuck. I like F1. The editing is always something that I come out of that movie after I watch either clips of it or I've seen it twice now and I come out of that movie and I'm like, that movie is edited to perfection. I love the editing of F1 and I think it deserves the Oscar and I think it is getting the Oscar. Best casting. Alright, this is the new category. We have Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, and Sinners. I'm gonna say Sinners. Sinners, obviously, Michael B. Jordan played the twins to perfection. You also have some, you know, underrated actors, in my opinion, like Delroy Lindo in there, newcomers like Miles Caton. You have Wunmi Mosaku, Haley Steinfeld, who I've always loved, and they get, you know, really great performances. Even like Cornbread. Someone like Cornbread, who's not in the movie a ton, but he makes an impact for fucking sure. And even Grace and her husband Bo, I feel sorry for those two characters every time I watch that movie. And I think the casting's part of that. They make them very endearing. Alright, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty categories, the real heavy hitters. Best Original Screenplay. We have Blue Moon, It Was Just an Accident, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. Blue Moon, it's a lot of fun, okay? It's a lot of fucking scenery chewing and crazy-ass dialogue for Ethan Hawke to spout out. I have not seen It Was Just an Accident yet, so I can't comment. Marty Supreme, brilliantly written. Wouldn't be complaining if that did win if there was any other person but Ryan Coogler nominated next to him. Sentimental value, really well done. The screenplay is one of the strongest aspects of that movie for sure. I'm going Ryan Coogler. This man deserves a fucking Oscar for the way that he wrote this movie. The intricacies of certain characters, the way that they're written, the way that you can see the emotions on their face, and the way that they react to other characters and what's going on in their situation, the way that he the way that he writes the "I lied to you" scene happening. I've looked at the screenplay for that. It's brilliantly detailed, very expertly done. And honestly, like the details that I find out about this movie grow with each time I watch it. I've seen it 4 times, and I learn something new each time. That I'm like, that is some good fucking writing. That's the detailed script he's got, and it makes me love it. And I love Ryan Coogler's work, so I really want him to win this one. I think he will. I'm going with Ryan Coogler. Best adapted screenplay, we have Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Train Dreams. I don't think we have to spend too much of a time here. Begonia, you know, really strong stuff. The back and forth between Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone is undeniably really great. Frankenstein is probably the weakest one here. Hamnet is really well written as well, just not really as rich in the Shakespearean dialogue as a lot of people wanted it to be. I didn't have, much problems. I'm just speaking as, someone that's heard that from several people. Train Dreams, it reads like an old folk tale. It really, really does, and I think that's a great way to approach that movie, the story that it's telling. But it's gonna be PTA, like it's gonna be PTA. One Battle After Another is another movie, very detailed in its writing, the way that the characters react to certain things and their surroundings. It's just really well done, full of hilarious dialogue, but at the same time, a lot of emotion behind some of that dialogue, even if it is, in the moment you think it's kind of funny, but then you kind of realize the deeper meanings behind it. Like, something as simple as, Leo describing to Sensei, like, how he had never learned how to, like, do his daughter's hair, as they're just fucking kicking back beers and shit. I just love all that shit, where it's like, this is comedic, the situation of it, but, like, if you read into the dialogue, like, that is sad, So, I think PTA has earned it. I think, I have no problem with him winning this one. I think it's going to go to One Battle After Another. Best Directing. We have Chloe Zhao for Hamnet, Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme, Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another, Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value, and Ryan Coogler for Sinners. Unpopular opinion. I know PTA has been nominated for so many fucking years. He's gonna win this. I'll say that right off the bat. He's fucking winning this Oscar. There's no other way. We're not even gonna fucking pretend that's out of the realm of possibility. My pick would be Sinners. I want Ryan Coogler to fucking win a Best Director Oscar. I know it's not gonna happen for this unless One Battle just has, for some reason, an absolute fucking slog of a night where it just fucking swings and loses everything, which is not gonna happen because One Battle After Another has been sweeping the floors like a fucking, it's like Cinderella. Like, I don't know how to describe that shit. But, like, it would put a big smile on my face to see Ryan Coogler up there, but PTA, very well deserved. I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna be upset if he wins, obviously, because it's very fucking deserved. But personally, it's gonna hurt a little bit not to see Ryan Coogler up there. But PTA has it. I think it's gonna go to him. Best Actress in a Supporting Role. This is a very complicated one because it seems like the race for this just gets more and more complicated with each award show. I'm feeling like I'm taking a risk here. I want it to be Amy Madigan. That would be my pick because I love Weapons so much. She makes such an iconic character out of Gladys. I'm gonna do something crazy here because Teyana Taylor, since winning, I haven't heard a lot of momentum. I've heard people say, oh, she's the obvious pick, but you never really know until, like, SAG. SAG's gonna be the real deciding factor as to, like, who could win the Oscar. That's why I'm gonna do another prediction video. I'm going Wunmi Mosaku right now. I'm taking a risk, I'm taking a big old swing, and I hope I'm not going to regret it. I hope that she wins SAG so I don't look like a fucking idiot. If she wins at SAG, I'm going to look a lot less, stupid for putting her here. But, like, I think she has what it takes to be our next Oscar winner. I'm not going to complain at all because I feel like she adds so many different layers to that character. She's beautifully complex in that movie, and I'm not going to complain whatsoever. So while an Amy Madigan win for the horror franchise, or for the horror genre, would be awesome, we could get another win for the horror genre with Wunmi Mosaku getting an Oscar. That would be fucking epic. Please let it happen, because we almost got a horror genre win last year with Demi Moore, and it didn't happen. Give us one here with Wunmi, alright? That's my fucking grenade pick right there. That's my risk. So with Best Actor in a Supporting Role, I'm less confident in taking a risk, but I kind of want to. We have Benicio del Toro, One Battle After Another, Jacob Elordi, Frankenstein, Delroy Lindo, Sinners, Sean Penn, One Battle After Another, and Stellan Skarsgård, Sentimental Value. If one of these other guys could win at SAG, and maybe kind of make it so it's an even playing field, so it's like we don't really know who's gonna fucking win this thing, maybe the votes are split enough to give us a Delroy Lindo win. I would not be complaining at all, so I've loved the work that this man does. I really enjoy him in Sinners, even though my personal pick would be Jacob Elordi. Second pick would be Sean Penn. I really enjoy both of their work. They are neck and neck in this category for me. They're excellent. And but Delroy Lindo, I'm not gonna lie, it would put a smile on my face, but as of right now, I'm just gonna go with what, you know, the recency with the momentum is. So I'm gonna say Sean Penn. It would be a cool win. Expertly crafted villain by him. Would not complain whatsoever. So that's my prediction, but we'll see how things shake up after SAG. Then we've got Best Actress in a Leading Role. We've got Jessie Buckley, Rose Byrne, Kate Hudson, Renata Reinsve, and Emma Stone. I mean, it's Jessie Buckley, and she is my pick for this category. She is amazing in Hamnet, and I'm tired of people saying that she's overacting and that she's trying so fucking hard. Her outcries in that movie, her fucking traumatic acting in that movie is so fucking heartbreaking to me. And it could be just because I'm an emotional guy. I cry over a lot of fucking movies. You guys would be... You don't want to be next to me if, like, a big piece of music is playing or there's a performance on screen that's really captivating, because it will move me to tears. And that's what Jessie Buckley does in Hamnet, so... I'm gonna say, you know, Jessie deserves it, and Jessie's gonna get it. There's nothing really stopping her. She's been sweeping nonstop, and I'm happy for her, because I think she's a very charming actress from what I've seen of her. So, yeah, Jessie Buckley is gonna take it. Best Actor in a Leading Role, we've got Timothée Chalamet, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ethan Hawke, Michael B. Jordan, and Wagner Moura. Timothée Chalamet honestly has this shit locked up. He has for the past couple weeks. I have a fear in the depth of my gut. I'm pushing it down because I want him to fucking win. He's my pick. I just have this very sick feeling like the Academy is going to get sick of his campaigning, doing all these screenings and all this press, you know. But the guy wants to fucking win. He wants to be one of the greats. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? You're going to knock him down because he's doing too much promotion? The fuck? And listen, Leonardo DiCaprio is fucking undeniably great. He's hilarious. Michael B. Jordan playing twins, awesome. One of my favorite performances of the year there. Ethan Hawke, Wagner Moura, two very excellent performances as well, even though, you know, Ethan Hawke, he is a little bit goofy in that role, but I admire his dedication to the role, saying, you know, all those lines, remembering all those lines. It takes a lot of hard work, and I have wanted Ethan Hawke to win an Oscar for years, because I think he's underrated as fuck. But not for this. Not for this. It's not his time. I think it's Timothée Chalamet. I'm going to say that right now, even though I have a very bad feeling that maybe we're in for an upset. I'm going to say Timothée Chalamet. We've made it to Best Picture. We have Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. Do we really need to talk about any other movies but One Battle After Another and Sinners here? They are the two that have the strongest contention to win here. And, listen, if you see my Best Picture, you know, nominees ranking, you'll know Sinners is my pick here. I adore Sinners. I am mesmerized by that movie every single time I watch it. 30 to 40 years from now, it's going to be looked at as a fucking classic. One Battle After Another, I don't know if it's going to have that same effect. I just don't know how much of it resonates with people as much as Sinners does, but it is gonna win. I just feel like it's sweeping Best Picture everywhere. Fucking everywhere. And don't get me wrong, if there's like a third slot in terms of a movie that has chances, maybe it's Hamnet, maybe it would be a Marty Supreme, I'm not fucking sure. In a year that didn't have something as stacked as One Battle After Another and Sinners, I would say Marty Supreme would probably be your Best Picture winner, if not Hamnet. Maybe even Hamnet over Marty Supreme for Best Picture. But I mean, One Battle After Another and Sinners, the odds are just like it just fucking stacked to the fucking roof in their favor here. And while I would love an upset where One Battle After Another loses to Sinners here, I can't, I don't see it happening. I can't in good conscience unless something absolutely fucking crazy happens at SAG and One Battle underperforms and Sinners starts climbing up. I'm gonna say One Battle After Another wins Best Picture, which is not me shitting on it. It's not me saying, oh, it's gonna win, unfortunately. Because One Battle After Another is in my top 10 favorite movies of the year. I think it's a fucking great film. But Sinners would be a great win for me. I would love that so much. And that's it. That's where we end things here, guys. That's gonna be it for this Oscars predictions video. Let me know what your predictions are down in the comments below. If you feel like typing out all 23 or 24 predictions, however many fucking categories there are these days, I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully, we have a lot of chaos in store for the Oscars. Hopefully, it's not too predictable. But I will be back with another prediction video a couple days, if not the day of, or the day before the Oscars. So, yeah, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and goodbye.